Hello Virgo, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Virgo, this is going to be like a very late, mid-February kind of read for you. So this will be your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus cross-watcher. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Goodness, always discern the messages, right? If you're here, you know the drill. Thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, and commented to the channel, and those of you that have booked personal reads, thank you very much for that. Those that have donated, just all the ways you support me here, thank you. All right, Virgo, let's see. My sinuses are congested a little bit. I quit smoking and I thought that would clear it up, but no, not the case. Nature, Virgo, needing to get out on nature. Nature keeps the score. They're scars here, Virgo. Right, you're in the South Node right now. It's karmic stuff. You are likely digging up some very deep wounds right now. Something could have happened recently, multiple ways, Virgo, multiple ways, that could be kind of triggering you to seek some sort of guidance, professional guidance, tarot guidance, right? If you're here, there you go. This could be just talking to friends. This could be connecting with other people. But Spirit's saying you need to harness the power within. So some of these answers or questions that you're seeking answers to right now, Virgo, are ones that are actually within you. This is, you know, maybe if you've been lonely, let's go with that. If you've been lonely, Virgo, and you're like, you know, I really want to connect to somebody. I really want to get in touch with somebody. I really want to have a connection with somebody, whatever this is, right? You've asked for this to come true. You've asked for this to be, you're manifesting it. But then Spirit's way of bringing this in for you is going, well, one, this place or environment or people can't really be a part of what this new thing is going to look like for you. Second to that, Virgo, what is the thing that has kept you stuck and not moving towards those new things? Are some deeper layers of healing that needs to be addressed, some things we need to bring up to the top to work through and work with, so we can sort through that information. We can sort through these triggers or the things that have been happening for you, and you're resistant to that. You're like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't know that that's the way that I wanted to do these things. You're going to have to, right? Like, you've got to make room for the new things to come in. I don't feel like you're a big fan of the way that's happening right now, and that's causing some internal turmoil. Like, you know, it's like you're looking at it just enough that you know it needs to be addressed. So it's kind of like there's these wounds are starting to kind of gape open, and you're having to look at the bare bones of certain things. Some of you could be dealing with some sores or wounds or something on the skin too that are requiring some stitches or sutures or something to that effect. And these cards just went crazy on me. As I said that, I heard hearts. Crazy on you. Yeah. Go crazy on you. I forget the words to that song now. I don't know. All right, let's see here. For this nature card for Virgo, please, Spirit, what does Virgo need to know end of February when it comes to this? Clarify nature. Home, home ain't where your heart is anymore. Uninvited guest. Some of you could have moved, but this is also coming to a big decision. Somebody else could be trying to live with you, trying to kind of like creep into your space. This is highlighting some certain wounds. There's certain wounds here. Again, something is being... Be careful of fires, having fires around your house, in your house, just a heads up on that. But there's also a fire burning within, Virgo, for, like, it's burning, it's itching, it's clawing, it's scratching, it's uncomfortable. There's a lot of smoke, there's a lot of fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire too, right? So I do feel like under the surface of some things are being brought to light here. And it may very well be by... new people coming in, but at the same time, these are sides of people that you're not, maybe you've heard about, right? It's like, I don't know, let's say you meet somebody new as an example, and you run into a friend of a friend who knows this person, and they're like, listen, you know, red flags all over the place, run while you can, right? They're crazy. And you're like, I ain't seen crazy yet. We're good. We're friends. It's all good. Like, we're hanging out. And 3 months later, the crazy starts to come out, and you're like, well, here I am. Maybe I should have listened. Maybe I should have taken heed to this situation. You're not finding out by accident, and you were told before about something or somebody, or like, hey, this is the path, that guidance, right, that you need to follow. These are the things you need to pay attention to before things take a chaotic kind of turn, which is going to then light up this pathway of these internal scars. They're going to do something that's going to trigger these wounds, right? So I've got some triggering happening here, Virgo. Adjust coming out in the reverse with this spells and alchemy card, like refusing to take a look at something, and then tarot guidance, like getting a very resourceful piece of information that's going to make you change your mind in the middle of the chaos that's going on around you, or even within you too, Virgo. That's an important part of this, is the within needs to change. You know, you're finding out revelations and information as this happens. Now, Spirit saying somebody not getting their way either. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Cups. So this to me is like a bit of a disaster when I look at that Wheel of Fortune, Five of Cups, because, you know, that as much as the wheel is in the upright, it's still karma, right? And Virgo, your sign, as in you sit in the South Node, is right now is about karma and release. It's also unpredictability. And when I seeing it sit with the Five of Cups, it's like sometimes Spirit saying is that no news was good news, and then when you did get the news, you're like, well, shit, this isn't quite what I thought this was going to be. And that Page of Wands, right? So not my favorite card, right? We know this. And then you've got the Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups at the bottom. Like somebody did give you the information of like how this person might leave you high or dry, or they just wouldn't show up, right? Something wouldn't show up right, and in turn, you would be dealing with some things from the past. It was destined to come up again, right? If you didn't change the cycle before, you didn't learn the lesson, 7:17 on the clock, it's going to repeat. And this is where this deep thinking and remembering is coming in, going, I remember hearing this about this person. I remember having the same conversation with somebody from 10 years ago. They're calling me out on the same thing again, right? And it's like I'm hearing the same things, Eight of Pentacles, needing to work on this, right? Needing to be dedicated to the change, and that adjustment period for you, Virgo, seems to be the hardest, right? You're not a fixed sign, but you're an earth sign. And when we have that sorts of energy, right, we're very grounded in the way that we do things. It's not doing things that are just practical anymore, right? We're going to have to be in a period of influx and flexibility with the universe, that, you know, things aren't going to be perfect, right? Like if you're waiting, you know, it's like, if I'm going to move here or do this or buy that car, like it has to have this, and this right off the bat. It can't just be something that becomes a journey, right? In Spirit too, thank you. As I say that, Spirit telling you to take the journey, Virgo, not just go, well, I'm going to buy this because it's bright, shiny, new. I'm going to buy this because it's going to be perfectly the way that I need it to be. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. Part of this is the build up, right? Like you don't just walk into a situation and boom, it's already done. It's like, you know, it's like buying bed in a bag, right? Like what if you went and bought these new decorative pillows that didn't go with that comforter at first? Like instead of buying it all in the convenience of one bag, right? Like piece it together, make it your own. Spirit wants you to make something your own here by way of healing. And it doesn't come wrapped in a box with a pretty bow on it and going, well, there it is. There's your problems. It's solved. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Tarot guidance, miracle, dreams coming true, getting what you want. Seven of Cups. Virgo, do you even know what you want? And as I say that, there's the moon in the reverse. Confusion, uncertainty, risk, right? It's like, I don't know how this could possibly work out to my better benefit. Via the advice that I'm getting, and Spirit is asking you very heavily throughout the end of February, first half of March, Virgo, that you've got to let go of that possessing of what you believe it's supposed to be, whether this is like a miserliness, a hoarding of things, a strict mindset on something, because it's very much holding you back. And like some of you could be going to tarot, some of you could be going to guidance, a therapist, friends, family, anybody who's going to listen. And it's like everybody's telling you like how great things could be or how bright and shiny something could be for you. But it's befuddling you because it's like the idea of getting from point A to point B means that you have to get in your car, right? Maybe, and drive from point A to point B. There might be 200 miles between A and B, right? Virgo, you just kind of want to twitch your nose and poof, I'm there. You're missing the middle steps here somewhere. You've got to walk the in-between. And that's part of your problem right now, is learning to walk that in-between, okay? The uncertainties itself. And it's like you're not doing well in uncertainty. Yeah, see, Spirit, receiving guidance. Like, I mean, you got guidance and advice. Like, you're going to have to take an untraditional approach compared to what you're used to. What's the advice here? Old school. Virgo, outdated way of thinking, conditioning, like replaying the same shit over in your head. It's the definition of insanity, right? Sword and Rose, truth and clarity, grounding. Like, if you want something to be different, you got to do it a different way. You want life to have change, then you have to put the work in to make it change. Nothing is just going to magically appear, right? The Keebler elves are not going to magically appear and change your world for you. You have to put in the work. So this is very much, how do I get from point A to point B, Virgo? You got to put in the work. I hope this was helpful to you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you to everybody who has done just so. And personal reads are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. Sending you all so much love. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.